G'day guys, it's Robbo and welcome to another edition of On The Grid. Today I want to talk to you about something we all do at the end of every session, and it's that really simple thing, push the bounce button. Now, look, it's great. I don't deny that. 12, 13, 15 times speed to bounce out a file. You click the button, it's done, we can go make a coffee. But it does come with some risks. The risks are, there's two major ones. Well, one's a risk, one's more of a problem. The first one is the risk. And the risk is that something goes wrong in the mix. We don't hear it. We export the file, send it to our client, and they come back going, what's going on here? Now, we've all done it. I did it just the other day. The other thing is, if there is an issue, we've got to go back and we've got to bounce out the whole thing again. So we've got to, if we are listening to it, if we are listening down in real time, and there is a mistake, say there's a mistake half an hour into a 45-minute segment, we've got to spend another half an hour bouncing it out again. So a better way is to print the track to another track on your DAW. And I'm going to show you how to do that today. So let me just jump into this simple Pro Tools session that I've set up. And as you can see here, it's pretty simple. We've got Andrew Peters up here. He's doing the closer to our podcast, the Pro Audio Suite. I've just grabbed a piece of generic production music. The next track down here is the master track, which has all my mastering effects on it. The metering track, which has all my metering on it. And then what's called the print mix, which is where we're going to print, which is what you call bouncing down to another track, effectively. We're going to print my mix. So effectively what happens is these two tracks get mixed together. They come into the master track here through the final mix bus, and then they go out in three separate places. They go out what's called the big knob, which, as you can see there, is actually my Rodecaster. I used to have a big knob. I've just been too lazy to change the name of it in Pro Tools. The metering bus, which sends it to here for my metering to work, and then the print mix, which is the next track down here, which I've got record enabled, all ready to go to capture my mix. So effectively, it's all coming down, it's going into here, it's getting split out, it's going to my speakers, it's going to metering, and then it's going to the print mix. And to see that happen, all I've got to do now is to start bouncing out my mix or recording out my mix, is just to hit record, quite simply.
The Pro Audio Suite, recorded using Rode NTG5s and Source Connect. Edited by Andrew Peters and mixed by Voodoo Radio Imaging with tech support from George the Tech Witten. Help us share the show with more people and get your hands on exclusive content by contributing to our Patreon page. See patreon.com.
Right, and I've missed an edit there. Now, that's pretty easy to fix, that little edit. All I got to do is go in there like that and get rid of him. If I slide down the end here, I can do a bit of a naughty, and rather than listen to my edit, I'm going to do it by sight, only because I've got a rough idea of where it should go, about there somewhere, if we just have a listen to that.
Say g'day. Drop us a note at our website.
Right. So now, rather than going back and having to start from the beginning to finish off this mix, now all I've got to do is play it down and drop into record, quite simply.
And get your hands on exclusive content by contributing to our Patreon page. See patreon.com/Pro Audio Suite. And don't forget to subscribe to the show and join in the conversation on our Facebook group. To leave a comment, suggest a topic, or just say g'day, drop us a note at our website, theproaudiosuite.com.
So as that fades away, as I sort of spoke about a minute ago, I mean, obviously on something this short, it's not that big of a deal. But if this was a 45-minute, podcast or some social content that you'd been creating, it can be a bit of a pain in the bum, even if it's 5 minutes to go back and do the whole thing again. So, and if there's more than one, then that compounds the problem even more. So effectively, it's just saving you some time. It's giving you the confidence to know that when your client on the other end, or when the person who's watching your content is watching or listening, they're not hearing any mistakes, which is, effectively what we're all aiming for. So look, do yourself a favor. It's really easy to set up. If you're not quite sure, just ask Robbo. That's justaskrobbo.com. And there's a bunch of other tutorial videos out there that you'll be able to find as well. But look, it really is particularly simple if you've got Audition or if you've got Pro Tools. any of the major sort of doors, you'll be able to do this with, and I highly recommend that you give it a go. If you've liked this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon for another On The Grid.